All right, so off rip, you want to hit features, head over to shoe creator, make sure you're at the right brand for this video, Nike, hit edit, and we're gonna be making the Wingstop lemon pepper shoes, the Air Force One lows. So head over to the Travis Scott Air Force One low, hit edit, and this is where you're gonna plug and play all the color palettes and the materials and stuff like that. All right, but in the meantime, I'm gonna take you directly to the shoe that I already created. This is the Wingstop Lemon Pepper collab, which if you didn't already know about it, this is releasing soon. Most of the shoe has the same colors, so get ready to just hit color palette, triangle, and add favorites so you can just immediately add the colors from the favorites list. So off rip, the very first section here, the base is white, but it's like a off-white type of gray looking color. So go ahead and add this color palette to your favorites list because you're gonna be using it again. Material is suede, by the way. The base accent, this piece here is green. This particular green is what you want. Add that to your favorites as well, and that's leather. The toe is just white, straight up white, like just this. I just went to 76ers white. No, actually, I take that back. I didn't go to 76ers white. Follow this color palette. It's a little lighter version of the dingier white slash gray that we used on the base. So add this to your color palette because you're gonna be using that later, and that's leather. The toe accent is right there. This green, same green as the previous color, leather. The outsole, the bottom. This is going to be a navy bluish, and it's going to be rubber. The midsole here, it's more of a light tan. This is the color palette. You can add that. You're going to be using some part of that soon. That's rubber. The midsole accent, this right here, is the same exact color scheme from just a second ago. So you're gonna add that again, rubber. Grab that from your favorites list if you need to. You see it's the same exact one. Boom. The shoe eyelet. Alright. So it's just those little the holes that the shoestrings go into. It's the same exact color scheme as the outsole from the previous selection. I'm gonna put that as rubber as well. It is. It's either that or plastic, but it don't really matter. This back end portion is a darker green than the green that we used earlier. And then as you can tell, we have another lighter version of green for the interior part of the shoe as well. So take down this color palette, add that there, and that's leather as well. That's the back part. The lining is what I was speaking on just a second ago. It's the interior portion. It's a lighter green. It's very distinguishable and noticeable in the real shoe in real life. This is the color palette you want here, and that's going to be fabric. The tongue, this piece here, got a similar, very similar color to the outsole, to the bottom of the shoe, I mean, and then the shoe eyelet, but it's a little darker. So this is the color palette there. I said outsole, my bad, midsole. This right here, the bottom half of the shoestrings and shit. Uh, it's a little, it's just a like some of these colors are very similar to the other ones that's already used on the shoe, but they slightly differ. It's like some are brighter, some are darker. It's just the way the actual shoe is designed. It's all supposed to be based on the actual Wingstop food. You know, the lemon pepper design in the bag and the color of the Wingstop and all that other stuff. It's fabric, by the way. The lace here is this color. Add that to your color palette. It's the same exact piece that we just used a second ago. The swoosh, it's a darker, very noticeably darker version of a tan or a gold. This is the color palette. You don't have to add this again because you won't be using that again, but that's fabric. And you can tell in real life it's really fabricy. Like you can just see it. The Nike logo down here is the same green that we used earlier. If you want to add it just from the numbers here, and go ahead. If not, just add it from your favorites, and that's going to be leather. This here, it's the same color from earlier. Add that, or just grab it from your favorites list. That's going to be rubber. The tongue logo here. See, so with this, as many of you know already, 2K doesn't give all the options necessary to create all the different shoes that are released in real life. So just somewhat mentally, bypass the fact that we have this bulky, what is it called, tongue logo on top of the shoelaces. All right. So to kind of make it blend so it doesn't look hideous of some sort, I made it the same exact color as the shoes, or I'm sorry, as the shoestrings. So, all right, fabric as well. The accent piece, I don't want it to stand out per se, so I wanted it to still blend in. So that's the same color, and that's gonna be mesh. The previous one was fabric. This right here is mesh. All right. The heel logo, just the actual Nike logo on the back. It's that grayish looking white that we used earlier. Remember I told you to add it? It's for this reason here, fabric, all right? And that's it. This is the official Wingstop collab with Rick Ross. If you aren't already aware of it, it's an actual shoe, yes. Wingstop definitely collabed with Rick Ross to create the Lemon Pepper Air Force One. It's a dope shoe in real life. The material and the colors and everything look just like the actual Wingstop meals and stuff, like the lemon pepper shit for real. Cop this shoe. Let me know in the comments section below if it's a cop or a drop. We up out of here, y'all.